Hey guys, and welcome back to SS Indie Productions. And I am starting my next Let's Play here, and we're going to the PS2. Now, yeah, my channel's not dead. I've just been taking a little bit of a break right now, recording and doing a few other things. But I wanted to start things right back up with a game I was thinking about doing for a while now. If you can't tell by that icon, yeah, we're doing a game in the Ape Escape series for once. A good old one of Sony's older series.
Sony Computer Entertainment America.
And this series is very Japanese. Very, very Japanese. And we got a little intro opening cutscene. So, the Ape Escape series is essentially it's a platformer, but it plays a little bit differently than most games in the genre would. And we'll see as soon as we get into it. But the game does have a story, but your primary goal throughout is you catch monkeys with a butterfly net. It's pretty entertaining. The majority of the games in the series actually haven't come out over here. We've only really gotten the main entries. I think we got a couple of the spin-offs. Because this is like... For some reason the series was bigger... Well, not for some reason. Obviously the series is bigger in Japan. And we basically got the first three main series titles, a remake of the first one, and I think we got a party game. We got a couple party games. But anyways, yeah, this is the third game in the series, and also the final main series game, as of right now. Still hoping for 4 someday. I don't think it's ever gonna happen though. But anyways, yeah, this game I've had since 2006 when it came out. This is a very late PS3 game. Anyways, first thing I'm going to do here is I'm actually entering in a couple passcodes. These codes unlock like these aren't cheats. These are actually I'm entering in codes to get additional monkeys to catch. Basically, I'm doing every monkey in the game, so I'm just typing in the secret the bonus monkey codes right here at the beginning. And I'm just showing the passwords off to anyone else who'd be interested in them, because they're actually pretty challenging to catch for the most part. But yeah, anyways, reasons why I've been gone are, after I finished Sonic Adventure, I actually lost my job at the company I was working at, and I've been basically working. I've gotten a new job since then. I've been basically just focusing on keeping up with that job and getting basically everything back on track for the most part. So that's why I haven't been really focusing on this channel. My goals for the future though is I want to make this channel more active. I mean, I can't say I'm not gonna like run into schedule slips, because I work night shifts, like from 3 to 1. Lucky me. So I'm not going to have the most time to be recording commentary. So I'm thinking what I'm going to have to do in the future is I'm going to have to record a lot in advance on my days off. And I'm going to finally figure out how to do that automatic uploading stuff. So hopefully I'll be able to... I want to keep this schedule consistent. I want Ape Escape 3 to go pretty well. The other issue that kept this from going so long is Ape Escape 3. As much as I love this game and it's one of my childhood classics, it hasn't aged as well as I remembered. And I had some issues while recording that we'll get into later. That and hardware issues. Yeah, this took about, I think, 4 sessions to record. The first 3 were pretty smoothless. The third one, I encountered a big glitch and I lost like 3 hours worth of footage, and it kind of killed my motivation for a while, so I took like a month break to focus on other things. And then I finished the game up in a day recording. Because Dazzle likes to be crap sometimes, so yeah. I'm getting a little bit better with it though. It's keeping the videos synced that I'm having issues with at the moment, but other than that, anyways, we almost got them all down. I'll mention which monkeys are the bonus ones when we encounter them in the actual game, but for now these are the passwords you enter. Some of them are Easter eggs, some of them are callbacks, but for the most part they're just they're more challenging monkeys to catch in. I figure if I'm gonna catch them all anyways, I'll add the bonus ones in just for variety, because they're all very unique when you see them. In terms of difficulty, I'd say Ape Escape, well, starting off, it's very easy to get into once you figure out the controls. Unfortunately, once you get to later portions, it gets very challenging. Like the final level, I forgot how challenging it was. Plus, this game's controls haven't exactly aged as well as I remembered. So, but we'll be getting into that. For now, you know, just entering in name for this playthrough. Yep, we'll go with our name, and now we're actually getting into the game. Now, in terms of voice acting, this game is very on and off. Some voices fit very well, some of them are, This guy right here in particular, he's one of the better ones. Mostly because it's Nolan North. A very early Nolan North. And yeah, this game was made in Japan, by the way. Yeah, these are our main playable protagonists. This game has two. Ironically, as opposed to the original game, which had, the original game and the second game, which only had two. I mean, only had one, character. This game has two, and I'll get into that as soon as we start actually playing. And this is Natalie. She was featured in the first and second game. She's taken a bit of a backseat in this one, though. Yeah, monkeys take over the world. This game was made in Japan, don't you know? Yeah, the voice acting though, yeah, not as great as I remembered. The lip sync's actually pretty good though. Oh, and there's Spike, Jimmy, and the Professor. Spike was the protagonist from the first game. Jimmy was from the second, and the Professor was essentially what he was like your guide kind of person. He's replaced by the character Aki right there in this game. Yeah, after this cutscene, we're not going to be seeing like Natalie or any of the older characters for a while, though. So these are our protagonists for the game.
I hope Natalie will be okay. Well, at least now we know why.
It's kind of interesting too, because the main male protagonist in this game, Kay, he's actually got blue hair. It's interesting because the previous two games were red-haired kids. It does make the game stick out a bit. Oh, and yeah, Monkey came with us. Yep, and there goes the monkey. Alright, so basically you get a choice here. Once you pick this character, you're stuck with them for the rest of the game. I'm going to be playing as Kay just because, pretty much they both play exactly the same. Like, they have minor graphical differences. The thing about Yumi is I'll get into a bit after we finish this one thing. So yeah, basically the way this game plays is Yeah, that was a little easy. Basically, how this controls is, this game requires the DualShock. The original Apescape was one of the few games on the PlayStation that was designed around the DualShock controller. Essentially, you move with the left analog stick. The right analog stick, rather than controlling the camera, actually controls your net and weapons, and you use that to basically aim towards the monkeys and catch them. I'll get into a little bit more when we get to the first level. But the reason I picked Kay over Yumi is considered the easy mode of the game to some people, because Yumi has a bit of a her gimmick is she's like a pop star, I guess, in the game, and even the monkeys are fans of her, to the point where like some of the monkeys won't even put up a fight. You can just literally go up and catch them. Kay doesn't have that luck though, and he pretty much you have to catch every monkey on your own. So I always go with Kay just for an easier, well, for the harder, more challenge. I've done Yumi playthroughs before though. It's literally not much different other than like a few graphical differences in items and stuff. But anyways, yeah, this is the hub. This is essentially where you'll go from level to level. It's got a bunch of things you can do. There's a shopping area. We don't need to go there for now. There's the training center.
So you should check them out.
You'll get a lot of items in this game, like gadgets and stuff that you can use for different things. And yeah, I'm gonna show off all of these just for commentary's sake, and because I want to get a better way of explaining. Basically, the way the net works is you control it with the right analog stick, and basically wherever you point the analog stick is where the net will go. So you can basically get a better aiming thing. Because of that, though, this game, one thing that I noticed about this game, in terms of age, that really I didn't remember from as a kid is this game's camera has issues. You control the camera with, it's not the bumpers, like the R1, R2, L1, L2. You don't control the camera there. What you do is, oh, this is the Monkeypedia, by the way. It's basically you just see every monkey you caught, and some little things about them. But the way you control the camera is you use the D-pad. And basically wherever you click on the D-pad, like left or right, up or down, it basically moves the camera there. It works for the most part, it's just a little stiff. And it hasn't aged the best. And I mean, I know why they did it, they really couldn't get around it. But you'll notice at times I kind of lose myself with the camera every now and then. This is the Stun Club, it's essentially your main melee weapon. Its control is identical to the net, only you can do a little bit more with it. The net is only for catching monkeys. This thing is basically your all-purpose. You hit switches, you hit buttons, destroy enemies. If you go in a circular motion with the analog stick, you can do this little spin, which is actually pretty good for taking out big groups of enemies because it makes it easier to hit them all. But anyways, yeah, those are the first two items we're gonna get. Now this is where you go to your levels, essentially. Every level is essentially one area, and you get a goal to catch a certain amount of monkeys. There is more in the level, but we'll be getting to that later. For now, just catch what they need you to catch. And this game's big gimmick is TV, by the way. But anyways, we gotta get more monkeys here. Anyways, yeah, you want to just find them. And you'll notice in the levels a lot that you'll run into monkeys that you really can't get because of limitations, and that is because we don't have the proper items yet. Yeah, you find them over here. They're all over the place. They're really not that hard to find. For now. Like, finding the required total should never be a problem. Yeah, just take these out for easier. for catching monkeys. Here's how the camera works, kinda. You can go up there. You can see him up there. We can't get him at the moment. We don't have a proper item for knocking him down yet. You'll occasionally find these sort of like director buttons. Those cause basically the filming to start, and that's how a lot of monkeys will come out. And here we got a bride and groom. But before that, we're gonna head in here. This right here is a camera. There's one in every level, and you can basically film a monkey. These aren't required for 100% completing. Well, depends on your definition of 100%. For me, it's catch every monkey. They're essentially there for a little bonus content where you can like watch videos of the monkeys. Just as bonuses. They're not required for completing the game in any way. I'm gonna show off where the cameras are. I'm not gonna get all the videos though because I didn't remember during this playthrough. But I will show where the camera is, and if I can remember, I'll explain how you actually get the video for the ones I don't get. That's nice. Yeah, there's like your standard time attack stuff. Anyways,
Each stage has try and capture.
Here's our first new item. As you can tell, it's basically a radar for finding the monkeys. This will be basically your primary gadget other than the club and the net. The way I always play this game is I always have the net, the club, and the radar out. And then I have the fourth button up in the corner for whatever other item I need. Basically, the way the radar works is once you have it equipped, you basically just kind of twirl around the analog stick, and it basically points you into directions. Pretty much every item is controlled with the right analog stick. And that was pretty much it. Those little star things that you find on the ground, those are all coins. You use them to buy stuff. Anyways, we got 7 monkeys this time around.
I'll be back.
And this, all these levels are based off of different like spoofs and stuff. Like this is obviously Little Red Riding Hood here. So as you can expect, there is a monkey based off Little Red Riding Hood, and there is a big bad wolf somewhere around here. Jumping. Yeah, here's Little Red Riding Hood though, by the way. Yeah. And we can catch the film crew too. That's always fun. Those 4 buttons up there can be changed at any time. The face buttons basically, their only purpose in the game is for switching items. There's no, which leads into jumping. Jumping in this game is probably something that's aged the worst out of everything in the game. I never noticed this first, but the way you jump with the R1 button, it isn't as awkward as you think, pressing the R1 button to jump. You get used to it real fast. The problem with the jump is, picture it like a Castlevania, the early Castlevania games. Picture it like that, only in 3D. Because basically, once you're moving forward, you're not really stopping. All right, here we have our first bonus monkey. This is Spork. He is essentially based off of Spike from Ape Escape 1. Yeah, search everywhere. The monkeys like to hide in really random places. And you can find them all over the place. The helmets the monkeys have 3 different lights. The blue light means they're basically calm. They're not on alert. Yellow means they're cautious of you, and if they're red, they're actively trying to avoid you. So you want to basically, there is some stealth to it if you really want to use it. You can get away though with just like bum rushing in and getting them all if you really want. Anyways, yeah, that's the first two levels. After you beat the first levels, you get this little cutscene here.
Capturing all of those monkeys must have been tiring, eh? I figured you'd be
Wow.
so I made this new device for you.
This is the new gimmick that Ape Escape 3 introduces to the series from that wasn't present in
Huh, like what?
the older games. These are the alternate forms, and we'll be getting into them as soon as we get the first one. But they are probably my favorite added change from the older games.
But it should be done in time for the next stage. Huh. Well, I'll let you know what it will
But anyways,
change
guys,
into, okay?
gonna just save here, and I will see you guys all next time with Ape Escape 3 for the PlayStation 2. I'm Proxo24 from SS Indie Productions, and I will see you all later.